And we're live. Hey everybody, it's Paranormasight. There were some scheduling issues I didn't realize tonight, so we're going to be doing this instead of Ace Attorney. So we're maybe finishing Ace Attorney next week. Right now, we're continuing Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. And let's go. Beep, beep.
More like Paranorman.
That was a movie.
It was.
So last time we killed everybody, and I think this time we should attempt to not do that. All the cracked screens here make me think, so why are all these, are they always cracked? Always?
Them, maybe.
Because they all seem to be cracked.
Yeah, it might just be a aesthetic choice.
So let me refresh here. It's correct. I'm pleased to see you have such a solid grasp of events. Okay. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way that she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you'll be alright. As long as you do not do that thing. This is the game, Mologai, where we killed everybody. Basically, there's little statues based on legends in this place that have curses, and the people that have them are trying to kill each other to get more soul dregs to gain the ability to bring somebody back from the dead, I think. That's my understanding, anyway. Okay, so I need to not turn around and not kill her. So if I hit resume here, am I good? Okay, something's happening to Yoko, feels like too late. Well, let's try it. We can always go back. Whoa! Oh, right, here's where it was. What the hell? It feels like the air just changed.
Think? Oh, yeah, there's this.
Right, this is where it is. Something's got Yoko really rattled.
You gotta look. You gotta
feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? Yoko, are you okay? Ah! Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No. Ah! I'm not turning around, you bitch. Why?
Just do it.
Well, no, that'll just do the same thing. It might have been a stream you missed. Yoko! It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. Keep yelling her name. Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. Do not turn around, dipshit. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me. You're going to be okay. Turning around caused the whole problem last time. It's all right. There's nothing there. Yoko! Did she just collapse this time? Hey, new timeline. There we go. Booyah. So to recap, last time we turned around and then she died because I pressed the left trigger button too fast. And from that point on, anytime I pressed the left trigger button after somebody turned their back on me, I killed them. Shoko cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies unmoving on the ground. Will his please get through to her?
Maybe.
Shogo Okie, 1 a.m. Kishinobori Park. Kinshibori Park. I just made up some syllables in there. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you'd really lost it. You feel dizzy? Do you have a headache? Are your humors off balance?
What year is it?
Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right, that might have been it. My humors are off balance. What, back there? You end up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being a little bit off can be fatal. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow?
I mean, that's why you're here.
What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Ow! Oh, dead end? Oh no, we skipped to the next day. Booyah! Worried about Yoko after her bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off their investigation of the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Nobody died this time. Or at least nobody I care about.
That we know of.
Kinshibori Park. 5 a.m. In further news... Oh. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida City Park. Ah, this is from the beginning of the game, remember? When he said, don't look at that. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection with the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. Paranormasight.
Title screen.
The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Written and directed by Takanari Ishiyama. Producer Kazuma Oshu. Is this a murder mystery game? Kind of? It has
There's
murder
murders.
and there are mysteries.
There's mysteries. And live action footage.
Nah, these are just screenshots.
Of the real world.
Am I watching credits right now, or is this the opening? I can't tell. The Right of Resurrection, an achievement unlocked. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Okie's story to a close. But this is not the end, far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the 3 protagonists have now been unlocked.
3?
Harue Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered.
Let's go.
Tetsuo Tsutsumi, a chief inspector of the 1st Investigation Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring a friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide.
That's okay, I guess.
Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Thank you, storyteller. Oh, so I can pick one.
Yeah. He's just destined to die.
Yeah, Shogo is supposed to die. I did a whole lot of other bullshit that wasn't supposed to happen.
I mean, I think that was supposed to happen. They predicted your movements.
Right. Alright, so who do we want to start with? I'm tempted to start with one of the earlier ones, you know?
Yeah.
The ones that are... And you're gonna play Street Fighter 6? Maybe. I might wait for it to go on sale.
Yep, I will only play if they put poison in it. I've already said as much.
Let's start with Cop, man.
Boo.
Because it's your least favorite. I'm gonna start with it.
Boo cops.
Former Yasuda Gardens. It has many butts, that's true. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. The cult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but... If ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into this spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you could call on spirits and talk to them using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper?
Is this like a copyright-free version of the Ouija board?
Yeah, maybe oh yeah, those are called spirit boards because we just copyrighted by Hasbro.
Much like cardboard and Kleenex.
Sounds like you know all about it. We gotta be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. File updated. Listen up, Aereo. Can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now? It's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way! No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. Fine, let's get this over with. Aye, aye, boss. Yeah, these guys are cops. We met them in the other timeline. The one where we murdered everybody? We didn't murder either of these guys. Because there were two of them, and we thought it would be suspicious. I've got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it.
Trust your gut, man. It's always right.
I'm gonna look around real quick, see if there's any scene of crime surroundings. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichome were originally built as part of a daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Alright, let's talk, pal. Jun Aereo, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is Sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. About the case. So early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and evidence of a struggle means that it's likely this was a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that about sums things up. About the case again. But, boss? Yeah. Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. About the case. Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. That's probably all you've got to say about the case, right? About the victim. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. 27 and single, he's just like me. Just like you, for real, for real. It's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I always felt like we need an unusual guy like him to help us solve our unusual cases. Persons of interest updated. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you. About the victim. Hajime was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Fair point. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Aereo, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. You can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you? About the victim. What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from the Kitasenju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone? Looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias, too. You never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Yeah, I mean, these two haven't done anything wrong yet, other than be cops. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school, over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? Show me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. Next. About the victim still. Hey, boss? I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day that he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamezawa last week. I bet that's related. Yeah, I did hear about that. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident. So she'd been in trouble for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought, too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. And it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. I see, and you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow, too. About the victim. And what was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komagata High student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seemed to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him. Right, just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure that the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But... We can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her, too. Ah, yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive, after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing.
Got him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it, I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me, at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit, is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Ah, well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss, were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Komagata High School cases that Hajime was handling, and we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Files updated. What else you got for me? About the cause of death. I'm dying. Hold on, I need a drink.
The cause of death was a sneeze.
Blah. Blah. As of the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene. They started to try making trouble in my neighborhood. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We've got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't it be nice if that were the end of it? The only things that Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets, so we can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who'd think to try mugging a cop as big as him. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have had to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Or have magic. Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? Someone called him here, I assume. It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. And you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? That fucking music sting. Well, there is the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. About Tsutsumi. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Ah, yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work on a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect.
Got him.
Oh, but I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. About Sutsumi. I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny, I've been wowed by you, too. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden. It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it. That's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. No, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up a guy like you. I was never home much. Too focused on work. I'd come home late and only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ario. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with the police work themselves or related to someone who is. Craving the pressure of getting married is strict culture. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love an educated lady. Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Or are we? Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, then it must have been right around the Nejima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may have never caught him at all. I think I remember hearing that there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right, we didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but... We may have stuck Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Files updated. About the occult. So all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? The rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that rite of whatever or that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Oh, I guess I'm done talking to him. Think? Nope, just about the gut. Pond? Pond? This pond. They say it used to flow into the Samita River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off. Is there anything else to click on? I don't think so. Oh, hold on. Scene. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing is any consolation. Everyone knows that human transmutation is strictly forbidden. Which is why, like, 5 people did it. Well, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Whoa! Oh god, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile.
You can't do that again. You did that one already.
Damn it. It was that case all along. Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Ugh! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies. Kill them all. You've acquired the power of the curse stone, the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Press use curse button when someone lies to you.
Wow. That's really strong.
Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. I'm gonna try to not kill anybody with this guy, but the fact that I'll get the curse ability when somebody lies to me is very useful. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who strongly desires the right. Kill them. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to not kill anyone. Boss! Boss! But if it gets me killed, I guess I'll have to. Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry. I'm fine. Ario? Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? So I think what I'm going to do...
is play them parallel?
I think so. Unless it makes more sense to do, like, one route at a time. But I kind of like the ability of playing them parallel.
I feel like you probably should be doing one round at a time, right?
Well, what I'm thinking is maybe you'll get info in one that will help with the others or something. I wonder if it's intended to kill everyone on your first playthrough. Pretty sure it is. So the first playthrough, Mologai, the first time I went through, it went down this route where you just kill everybody. But the first time that it gives you the curse ability, it doesn't say, like, curse as the prompt. It says it says push. And when the first time you do that, it kills Yoko. That was her name. It kills Yoko. And then you get to the end of the route after killing everybody, and Shogo dies anyway. And then the storyteller asks you how many people that Shogo has killed with his curse. Because his curse was anybody who turns their back on you, you can just instantly kill them. So it gets to the end of that route, and the storyteller tells you that he killed 0 people with his curse, despite the fact that, like, 6 people died. Which means that I did it, I think, not him. There was some cool stuff in the first route, too. Like, there was a thing where one of the curses kills you if you can hear its voice, so you have to turn down the voice volume in the settings. So yeah, that first time where everything happened and I killed everybody makes me think that I'm not supposed to kill everybody. Spirit board. Spirit board. Yako Sakazaki, 12 a.m. Yako? Like the Warner?
Yeah, who else? Duh.
I'm not gonna do a Yako impression. I won't. I'm not gonna do it. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. High school student, Yako Sakazaki. Files updated. Alright, let's start. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Oh, it wants me to do that, doesn't it? Like this? Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Scepter of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spirit of the Spectre Board.
Oh no, dude.
Next you have to sing the state capital song. Oh no! I don't know that one. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Well, okay, these would sound the same out loud. Please visit us? Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please visit us. Good. Please tell us if you are there. Am I moving it? Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is my name? I think it should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Huh? What's the matter? How strange. No? Huh? It told me no. I bet it means it doesn't know. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yeah, alright. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. What is this girl's name? Fine, what's the name of the girl across from me? M. I. Oh, correct. Mio, that's right. That's not fair, nor's your name, Mio. It even used that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. Psychic girl, Mio Kurosuzu. So I'm guessing that this was in... here... I'm guessing that this board was originally in hiragana or something. Because otherwise that doesn't make sense.
I imagine.
I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. Huh, I don't know how I should feel about that. What is this place? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? High school. Riveting. School. High school. High school, that's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. Huh? It said no. Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happens to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh, feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Thanks? Always good to remember to say please and thank you. What is my name? I'll ask it again. What is my name? No. Didn't even hesitate this time. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Yeah. Michio's cause of death. Why would the ghost know that? Unless this ghost is Michio. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? Give me a no. Yeah. So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. I just realized that's like a Shinto gate that they've drawn for the basic thing. I didn't notice that until now. Now to the important part. Yeah. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? Yes. So it wasn't on purpose. It said yes. So it was an accident and not a suicide. Michio. Then, did she slip and fall from that apartment building? Nope. Huh? She didn't. What do you mean? Michio didn't die from falling from the apartment building? Yes, she did. You can't use double negatives. No way! If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Where is the Rite of Resurrection? Then how about... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. We want to use that Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the Rite of Resurrection is? I wonder. Oh. Huh? Ah, God. Ah! What? What is this? Stop. I'm scared, Mio. Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Ah! Such deep sorrow, resentful memories flowing into my mind. Those who hear it shall fall into the depths of hell. The fool's procession. Kill them. Kill them. Those who hear this sound. Kill them all. You've acquired the power of the curse rune, the fool's procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Press the use curse button to produce sound. Hold on. Real quick, was that one of the ones we already knew about? Because I feel like there was something similar, right?
We interacted with this character.
I know we killed her instantly, but like, hold on. Evergreen Beach. Well, no, hold on. Where's the one? Okay, so we don't know. It was the Fool's Procession. What was the one? I think it was the Haunting Clappers. That was the one we had before. Remember that guy who killed you with sound, and if you turned the volume down, nothing happened? Files updated. Ugh! A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Cursebearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Yeah, so the TVs just break when it's...
That means you've completed the event. There's not like a split there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, this one was broken too, but I think it was broken with like blue cracks.
It's still colored, I think.
Right. So, if Shoko is the one that drowned here, does that mean... Or Shogo, does that mean Yoko is the one that killed him? I don't think so. Unless she killed him when he, like, turned away from the ambulance. But, again, it didn't seem like... Like, Yoko didn't kill herself with that first curse. And Shogo didn't do it because the storyteller told us he didn't. So somebody still killed him. Anyway, let's start here. When the son of Haruo Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haruo has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. Oh, may those who mock fire's fury perish in flame. Kill them, the flame bearers, kill them all. You've acquired the power of the cursor and the haunting clappers. You can use to kill those with fire or a fire-starting device on their person. Right, yeah, she's the one that we met before, whose power we actually found out what it was.
She's great.
And if you remember, he saw the detective in the background in that one too when she killed us. So while she was talking to him is when this happened, I guess. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? I remember that detective asking us if we had a light on us, too, the first time we met, and we didn't at the time. You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Haruo Shigima at 12 a.m. Shigima Mansion Reception Room. Back with me, madam? Ma'am? Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams? Haruo Shigima. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Let's have a think. My heart's still racing. This is it, my chance, at long last. I'm made of this. Who am I to disagree? A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They say he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Oda City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Damn, I was really hoping we'd get to play as him, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out, and the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Interesting. Very interesting. So the haunting clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere. Told you how to perform the rite of resurrection and gave you the curse you'll need to do it. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. I saw that curse stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying there's some supernatural force at work. Ooh, hanging scroll. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. Fax machine! It can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. Rotary phone. The telephone. This mansion has a private line. Guest table. The guest table. I don't know where Father got this old thing from, but I've never liked it. Ooh, what is that? Well, I'll be damned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly sticker my son got from somewhere or other. You put it up here just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. I knew it. It's Head Hensho from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough they'd won everybody's hearts. The story goes they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Mockingbird number 1 discovered. Oh my god. There's a collectible. Hell yeah, this game's got hidden Monokumas. A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with Father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Clock. The swinging of the pendulum echoes through the room. It feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. Flower arrangement. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Stereo. A stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. Alright, I think I've clicked on everything in this room. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse echo's resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago. Wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem.
That seems really
so?
specific.
From what I know of you, I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief, talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment, remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. About the investigation. That's what you hired me for, ma'am, to look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shigema. Oh yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today, in fact. Kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember, you were just about to tell me. About the investigation. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I've found, and then we can make a decision. Alright. Well, then do it. You know, we still need to figure out, okay. About the kidnapping. Suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Okio River here in Samida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from, but it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Okio River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly, Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood, too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible they forced him into the car. The only issue there is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided the kidnapper must have just gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? The kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into their car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is if they were somebody that he would have had a reason to trust. A teacher, perhaps, or a relative, somebody else that he knew. But all the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? Huh? That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shigema family has close ties with the police, after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have... Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how many police officers stand out. That's sort of the point, after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. No, they're not, but fine. About the kidnapping. But here's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine somebody suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Huh? Even kids who've been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man.
I wonder why.
Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car? He might have. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. But if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something here. Then you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have had an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. So the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about people's biases, that goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Flashback. Several hours earlier. Oh, so this is the same night. Hold on, gotta blow my nose. Alright, this should do. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? Jonichi. Got it. Well, Jonichi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Shuichi Shigema's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Of course. What else do I look like? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll just tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. Huh? You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? A student called Michio Shiraichi. Interesting. Double check a name real quick. That sounds familiar.
It's a student.
Michio was the one who died, right?
This is the one we killed.
No. No, Yako is the one we killed. This is the one who jumped off a building, I believe. Yes.
Oh.
Or supposedly jumped off a building. about a week ago. So if this guy was talking about her trying to kill him that day, that's interesting. Interesting. A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. That girl, she's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michio Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigima. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it. Or at least she's got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anybody? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life. So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think she's coming for you now that you've spilled the beans? Yes, that's it, exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. Arrest her, I'm telling you, she's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying. But it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me. That's a good expression. You're losing me here. It's true, her house, forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey!
That guy's gonna die.
Yep. But that, again, she died like a week ago, so why is he worried about being killed now?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah, I guess so. And that's about the long and the short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought his mention of curses was just crazy talk, but I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can just find that girl... Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name's Kohei Jonochi. He's a teacher... excuse me. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then this schoolgirl is one of his students? I think that's very likely. At last, we've got a lead. Hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. The Rite of Resurrection, huh? I read about that in a cult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. And they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope, for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I'd just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by where I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Shuichi would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the rite? Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you. But, and this is a big but, if the rite is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I'd thought, if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? Keep thinking they're talking about Shuichi from V3, I know. If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers, I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am, not even for a client. Now that's interesting. Does this matter? I'll try, I'll pay you, but I doubt it'll work. How much can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, man, but not everyone has a price. I got my policies and I stick to them. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they've filled it with soul dregs? If that was all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. About my curse. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The Haunting Clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their person. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warning. Seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? The target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters, too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say the condition were already fulfilled before they even know you're there. They wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't actually have to use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof, it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last second. At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. That's an interesting proposition. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just the curse. You flatterer. As for what we do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Right then, have you decided what you want me working on? I want him to investigate the kidnapping. Because that seems more... I'm trying to not murder any people.
You should murder a few people.
Why?
Fun. You're ignoring a core concept of the game.
I don't want to murder people.
Why?
They all seem... I already did that for no reason. Now I know some of the people.
You did it once.
I did it 6 times.
It was like 4 people.
It was 6 people.
Babe, do you think it'll be easier to kill everybody after you've done all of their stories?
Well, maybe I don't have to kill anyone.
You should kill them.
Why? What'd they do?
They're in the video game. That's what they're here for.
Finally I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Your wish is my command, ma'am. I'll focus all my efforts on looking into the kidnapping. Although, something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun rises. Could you search for the other curse bearers? Heh, all right, I see how it is. Well, I'd be happy to help. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you, that's more than enough. Now then. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. All right. There's no telling what kinds of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. If that's all, I should be going. All right. Let's see what the cops are up to at this time of day.
Not doing their job, probably.
Well, one of them just got cursed, so... Former Yasuda Gardens. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The Rite of Resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo? And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area. Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. Damn. I wasn't expecting that to get me, but it did. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Are you just being a sore loser, not used to admitting you were wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. I'm never silly.
It's true.
Please, just listen.
This is not a man who is silly. Look at him.
Look at him. This is the most serious man I've ever seen. He's kind of handsome. In an old man sort of way.
I knew you were going to say that.
I like the cowboy guy, too. He's got long...
Why?
He's got long hair, and I've given him a charming southern accent.
That...
I realize that part is on me.
That's what you call charming?
Yeah.
No, that's a red flag.
He talks like Benoit Blanc, as far as I'm concerned. You don't have to,
Red
you don't have to
flag.
keep saying it. I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss. What is this? Hell yeah. I wasn't expecting to break into jazz. Ryogoku Bridge. This rules. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility? It's the truth, and not like I can prove it, though. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. But this is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. Holy shit, wait, is there a... I'm sorry, there's a secret paranormal department? I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. But, no, I just can't believe it. I'd heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs.
Why?
Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I mean, for this specific situation. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Come on, boss, do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. I actually want to read that one really quick. That one I do want to read. What cases involving the supernatural did you work on, my guy? Where would this even be under? Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Okay. Current chief is a man named Kuiru Nakagoshi. He was born in the family... Oh, sorry. Sheer number of cases, closed-lipped, experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuo Sumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. So it looks like it's mostly weirdos, but also very few have ever met a person rarely seen in the office. Says this is because he's often been the target of curses. However, some theorize this is in fact because Kuiru is not actually of flesh and blood at all. His seat in his office is usually occupied by a Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore.
Hey,
The Nue resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Kuiru's messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nakagoshi case serves as a code name to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. That's fucking great.
Hey, Nue, my boy.
I'm never silly, says a man who reports to a bird. So, do you know, have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. One beer and I'm down for the count. Oh, huh. Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Though it'd help get the point across. Oh, huh. Well, Yoko did that too. Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it ain't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes, that seems like it'd be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. Well, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? Yeah, that's fucking capitalism, isn't it, baby? Need a drink again. Tsutsumi's voice hurts my throat. Ugh.
Then do a different one.
No. This is how he talks. Nice. Thank you, Mologai. Ahem. Okay. So, what do we do now? We've got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Curses being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency. It's that bad? I'll put it this way. It's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. You could tell this game is not American. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for Paranormal Affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with it myself, said it'd be fine since I have some experience. Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this! You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations about working a case you know nothing about? You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. So, what exactly do we do? These curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should be all here in town. Right, if there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones. But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryogoku Bridge. I was hoping to be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible the other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone who you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse? Understood. In that case... Why don't I ask the guy who's been watching us this whole time?
Oh, hey.
What do you know? There is someone there. Good luck. I can't tell who that is at a gloss.
It's us. We remember? Talk to
No,
him.
we were in a different place. We were in a park.
Are we not in a park?
No, we're at the bridge.
The outline looked like us, anyway.
It could have been. The bridge was where the guy who I had to turn the volume slider down for was.
The bridge is where the hat guy was, also.
There was also a lady who said, "Oh, don't mind me." I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the voice volume down real quick. Just in case. Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I got some questions. I'm with the police. Yep, this is him.
It's this guy.
Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namigaki. That's your name, correct? Yes. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. So, what to make of this guy? The man identifies himself as Yutaro Namigaki, a 21-year-old college student. He was watching us so calmly. We need to be careful with this guy. Yeah, this is the guy from before who had the,
This was the sound one, right?
Yes.
Or is this
This was the sound guy, which is why I turned my volume all the way down. So what was it you're doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens, the dead policeman. I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective, have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? I don't remember what the trigger for his was, do you?
I have no idea, dude. I thought it was just, remember he couldn't do it because we couldn't hear him?
Right.
Oh, or are you talking about the old guys?
No, what?
The old guys is when someone lies to him.
Right. No, yes, I know that. I'm trying to remember what his thing was.
His-
I wonder if it says it on his profile.
It could, but if I remember correctly, it just doesn't work if you have the sound off.
Right. But I'm trying to remember if, like, lying to him or something is what causes it. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. And then... it was it'd be under files, so Mr. Phenomenon and Curses. I can't believe it does not list which curses on these. I find that super annoying. Curse stones. Yeah, these are the ones we know about. The Fool's Procession, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach. Anyway. How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. Not here? I don't know. Yeah, his isn't lie-based. Nope, sorry. Really? How strange. Detectives, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? How did you know? Ario, you idiot. Well, that was much easier than expected. Oh crap, sorry. It was simple inference. I figured you would have taken up the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot-Washing Mansion. That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer, not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, shall we? Ah, he's lying.
Ah, there you go. Get him.
No, I'm not gonna kill him right away.
Come on, just do it.
I don't think this guy would kill them. The fire lady, I think, would murder whoever. But... Boss? Sure, we'd rather resolve this amicably, too. I mean, he can't hurt us. He really is a curse bearer. He may only be talking with us to try to activate his curse. I'll have to be wary of anything he asks me to do. I could tackle him and pin him to the ground, but that might have something to do with his curse. Any slip of the tongue could get us killed. I have to try and discern what activates his curse. So, what do I do? I wish I remembered. Shogo figured it out. Alright, let's talk to him. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? Boss, why would you tell him? As for how the curse works... Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that, it hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? That is what we just learned, exactly. Whoa, really? That's super useful. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Are curses like stands? Kind of. Because they're even like stands in that they're based on something else. Instead of it bans this time, it's folklore. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks then, I'll be honest with you. Yeah? You will, buddy? So far, so good. There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soul dregs. All he can this motherfucker does nothing but lie. Can't help you. Please, all you'd have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No.
Wow.
This motherfucker. It's
Just
your final
kill him.
warning. This is also a lie. My curse, the foot-washing mansion. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Namagaki! The foot-washing mansion is a powerful curse and so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. That's a lie. There is no escape from the voice of my feet. What?
Yeah?
Hold on.
You wanna say this one again, bud?
Hold on. Just gonna think about that for a second.
You also point out that that is also a lie.
Yeah, I know. Ario, get out of here. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo. The voice of his curse echo. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened. In when? This happened like 20 minutes ago. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Ario, now, grab him. Right. Nabagaki, get down. Ah, damn it. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work, give it to me. Curse stone acquired, the foot-washing mansion. Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is the stone. How could this happen? My right of resurrection. Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. Ooh, that was a close one, huh, boss? We'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Ugh! Boss, are you okay? You having another curse? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, the curse from this one is flowing into me too. Oh no! This all what activates the curse of the foot-washing mansion, and the resentful memories bound to it. I see. I always thought this was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. This sure is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly.
Isn't there a JoJo thing about someone having every stand? Is that what this is?
JoJo was... That would be the world. And then they ended up... he ended up not doing that because it was too busted.
Yeah?
Because originally Dio's stand was supposed to be was supposed to have all the other stands' powers. Phew. File. Open updates page. Okay, here we go. Kills by crushing one who hears the command wash.
Yeah, you just need to say it.
You just need to say wash?
Wash.
Did that guy say wash it all? Hold on, there's a history button, right? Or is it's in the pause menu, I think. No. Let's see. Did he say the word wash? I don't think he did. There was no escape. He said foot washing mansion, I guess. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. Whatever. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do that all over again? I hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. It seems the hatred of the curse stones are imbued with what makes people more willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in Paranormal Affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. So does that one branch? It doesn't look like it. I wonder if killing them when you're not supposed to initiates a bad end or something.
Who knows,
I mean,
man?
You know what? I already did it. We can just try it again, see what happens. Except kill him this time and see what happens. Just because I'm curious. We've already done the good ending. Quote unquote. That's what suits me. Is there a fast forward button?
You would think
there we
so,
go.
right?
Yep. Yeah, hell yeah, we get the music a second time. That's great. Alright, I need to talk to him. And blah, blah, blah. I want to see if it does trigger, like, a bad ending or something, because it didn't look like it branched there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they did show you the branch before, but it's unclear. You'd think they would tell you if there's a thing in the thing, right?
Right. Yeah. Hi, guy. Boss? Sure, we'd rather resolve this amicably, too. Well, I hit the button and nothing happened. That was weird.
It literally won't let you.
Huh. How the curse works. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? It's pretty useful power. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems like I've lost the upper hand. Do I have to hold it? So far, so good. Oh, it's not letting me do it.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It won't let you do it.
Okay, so it must be based on... So I wonder if the thing I'm controlling here is the curses or something, right? Like, am I the curse and I'm trying to convince him to do it and he's just like, nah, fuck you. So I guess it doesn't matter whether I do it or not. Huh. Well, good to know. Alright, well now I know. Helpful. Story chart. So I guess I'm going to try to not kill anybody, but if they do kill somebody, it's not me, I guess. Right?
Yeah, sure, just tell yourself that.
1 week ago. What's her thing? Like, if you play music for 30... If somebody hears the music for 30 seconds, but if they see you, it doesn't work anymore? Something like that.
Maybe?
Did you know? I heard Michio's mom remarried last year. They say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Really? How so? Like he'd peek on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off her? Gross. I heard he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he gets violent. This is all probably not true also. That's so scary. No way, I couldn't take that. I'd probably think about killing myself too if I had to deal with someone like that at home. So is this before that happened? Did you hear about Michio in Class C? Because it's a week ago, so it would have been either that day or right before it. Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her third semester. So she offed herself because her grades were bad? No fair. Yeah, off. So this would be after. Just thinking about practice tests make me want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades. Ah, high school. Hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. What? Really? Who? I heard that. Michio from Class C, right? No way. Michio? She's been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. Is there anything else to look at, even? Oh, way down there. You heard about suicides on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy, doesn't stand out much. Did you know that the school she was at before she transferred also had a suicide? What, for real? That seems like kind of fishy. There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shiraishi, passed away last night. So he knows about it. So why was he going to the detective to tell her about him then? Unless she's not actually dead or something. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors, got it? Okay, I thought I missed a line there for a second. We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There will be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly. If anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Several days later. Yako? Sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being a nosy... Thanks, Mio. But, thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? About the rite of resurrection? I mean, probably. Hey, Mio? You know about the rite of resurrection, right? Yeah, it's that thing Mr. Araishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Do you believe it's real? Huh? Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me. But on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find it, even if there's the slightest chance of bringing Michio back. But how will you look for it? Right, that's the thing. About the Spectre of the Spirit Board. You know that Spirit Board thing that everyone's been doing? When you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. Oh, I do. Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff. You know, you've got that kind of gloomy look. Huh.
She's got a pentagram in her hair.
I don't know how to feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Well, yes. I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope.
Just like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. About Michio. Michio, I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced that it was a suicide. That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy, and she always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. You're right. And that's why everyone was so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it's the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I've heard some that are really awful. In the end, the only reason they're able to say stuff like that is because they aren't personally involved. It's true that she didn't get along with her stepdad and that her grades went down, but to say things like how sad, no wonder she killed herself, how dare they? She always told me she was okay whenever I talked with her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly she'd kill herself over it. Uh-huh. Okay, please help me. Nope, okay. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about that body found in the former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying this town is cursed or something. Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. The thing you want to ask it is it... Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death, and where the rite of resurrection is hidden. I see. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Please, the teachers and police aren't any help. There's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay, if that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes, thank you, Mio. Okay then, tomorrow after dark. Files updated. Yako Sakazaki, 12 a.m. Komagata High School, Class 2C. Huh? Ah, are you awake, Yako? Yeah, what happened? You can't remember? Let's see, we used the spirit board and... I suddenly heard something, like this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Ah, was everything okay with the spirit? Yep, it was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? In my hand? Whoa, what the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Curstone acquired the Fool's Procession. Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary! Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall. I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. I felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place, then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind? After that, it just keeps shouting, "Kill them!" I see, thank you. Yako, I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the Rite of Resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dregs. This music is fucking killer. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring back Michio, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yako, please calm down and listen. Yeah. I'm sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. Huh? However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is. Huh. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but... You really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose, to an extent. Hey, Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay. I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Trust me. I'll take care of
What is that
things.
face
It'll
she
be
was
all
making?
right. I know. It's a real pog face.
Pog curse?
Thanks.
Pog?
Curse pog?
Pog curse?
I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. So I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. I'm glad Mansion Dipshit is off the board already. So, she's one of them. The Flame Lady is one of them. I think the only other one we knew about was the one where you have to be in complete darkness, right?
Yeah.
And then it guts you like a fish. And also the turn away from them one, because we still don't technically know whose thing that is. Because if what's his ass ends up dead, then maybe it's Yoko. Sorry, needed another drink. Alright, about the curse. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it a little. But I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse. So there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. The power to use a curse? Do you mean this curse stone? Yes, if the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally a curse is a spell that would only be usable by onmyoji of considerable talent. I believe that curse stone makes it so that even normal people can use them. About the curse. So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen when we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows. The Feast of Shadows?
The what?
The Feast of Shadows. Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural.
Sounds like
it
a
also has
Yu-Gi-Oh
the
card.
effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. So that's probably that thing that Shogo felt where he was like, whoa! He got the Brain Blast. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? I don't know enough to say. But it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something that happened naturally. I see. That's good to know. A curse stone's powers can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also only appear after the sun is set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day. Correct, but speaking of limits, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, like, will it? Do you mind if I try? Stop.
Press the button.
You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation, even though I'm here with you. That curse stone, I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? I'm dying. I'm in hell. The Feast of Shadows, where demons gather. If we tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That curse stone might look like nothing more than an old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful, resentful energy coming from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. It may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Really? This little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. I'll help you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. So there are 2 things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Right. The mysterious voice said the curse stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school is said to be connected with a story of the same name, one of the mysteries. Right, I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection. If this is a curse of one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible there are others who received curses associated with the other mysteries. Yeah, that voice also said there are other curse bearers, or whatever you called them. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right, that's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. Eep! We'll have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. About the rite of resurrection. But Mio, yes? If this curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? The rite of resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. But you can't do that, Yako. But it feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. What's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You would never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you. Will you show me it for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop! Yako?
She's having a Gollum moment.
I'm sorry. But it's like, I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand. I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the rite of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could... I think for tonight we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the rite. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Whoa! Ah! Huh? What? Why'd the lights go out? Mio, are you okay? Something... Hello? Mio?
Uh-oh.
She's not here? What's happening? Where are you? Oh, I hate that. I heard that. Did you hear that?
No.
Where? Oh, Lord. Hello. Fuck me. Ah!
Oh, we gotcha.
Huh? Oh, no. What was that? Get me out of here, Mio. Mio, where are you? Yako, I'm here. Over here. Can you see me? Huh? Where? I can't see anything. Am I still supposed to be looking? Not that way, Yako. Behind you. I'm behind you. Turn around this way. It's pitch black. I have no idea which way I'm facing. There. There you are, Mio. This way, over here. Be careful, your field of vision is being limited. Right. This must be the darkness guy, then, I guess.
I assume so, right?
Alright. Well, I don't think I have time for another one right now. So, how do I... Is there a save? Save. There we go. Yeah, that must be the darkness guy, because I think that's the only guy we've really got unaccounted for at this point. Did we see all 7 in the first route? I don't remember.
I think we got a scene for, like, each person we met, right?
Yeah,
if you look at the thing.
So, let me see here. If I go back to story chart. So, this one was Yoko, so that one's the fish one. This one was the fire guy we killed. And we also killed the fire guy, and we also killed her, Yaka.
Yeah, so I guess that's not accurate. We also got killed by the dark guy, right?
Oh, right. There was that first guy, too, whose deal we still don't really know. Well, no, that first guy wasn't a curse bearer. The suit man.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah,
I was talking about the darkness thing.
Yeah, we got killed by the darkness guy, and we got killed by the fire lady. 2 of those we know already. So there's still, I think, like, 1 more we don't know.
And we still had the 2 stuff of college boy.
Right. College boy. Who do you mean?
Did sound?
No, yeah, we already did. He's taken care of. He's not there anymore.
Is he? Yeah, he's already dead. Or taken care of.
If these things are all happening concurrently, then, like, if these are all part of the same timeline, then yeah, he's taken care of. He's been neutralized. So in terms of the game, Darkness guy is still in play, and oh hey, look, there's the detectives in the park.
Yeah.
Which is the place we found them here, I think. Yeah. Well, no, it would have been there. It's hard to say. But anyway, that will do it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week for whatever. And have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.